Welcome to the Guitar Department. I'm your host, Joe Alton. Today, on this episode, we have Justin Booth. He's got a few bands going, and we're going to save it for the interview. But man, this is such a cool episode. Thank you for tuning into the Guitar Department. And we're back, and I'm sitting here with Justin Booth. Justin, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thank you, Joe. Very nice of you to say that it was nice that I was here.
Yeah, that's the interview. Thank you for being here. Justin Booth, everyone. No, but for real, so you actually have quite a lot going on, don't you?
Yeah.
So we're going to dive right into it. You have a band. It goes by a few different names. We're just going to go right off the top.
Yeah.
The main name is Hot Cunch.
It all stemmed from the Cunch, the Hot Cunch, and it slipped around a little bit.
Yeah.
And it ended up, now we do, our band name is Hot Cunch for like the covers. We got stuff on Spotify. And our covers, that's called Hot Bunch.
Hot Bunch.
And that is, that's like all cover sets. We mix and medley like classic top 100 songs together.
Yeah. And then you have an iteration also where it's a reduced version.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the rig for it a little bit later, but
Yeah.
that's called Half Bunch.
Half Bunch, yeah. That's just me and my violinist, Caleb. And we're just hooting and hollering up there with our instruments, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And you got a pretty cool rig to go with that setup. We're going to talk about that
Thank you.
here in a little bit.
Yeah.
And then just to get all of it going here, you're also the drummer for a band called Kickstart the Sun.
Yep. Yeah, another project I've been in for over a decade now. Started out in Ames. Fun group of dudes. You're like brothers, you know. You're in a band that long.
Yeah.
You get a little upset with each other. It's one of those things where you hug it out in a bathroom like 10 minutes later.
Yeah,
So.
it's quite the bathroom.
Yeah, it's huge. Big bathroom.
So,
Four guys.
Well, first of all, congratulations. Both of those bands have been around a really long time. It's anybody who's watching this show should be aware that it's nearly impossible to keep a band together.
Yeah.
And you haven't had the same lineup in Hot Cunch the whole time, but you've had a pretty steady run for about 10 years, you said? 10 or 15?
Yeah, I mean, we started out, I can't even tell you our first name as a band. But we switched out. We started going by Hot Cunch about 11 years ago. So.
Why?
So we wanted to be the band Hot Lunch because everybody likes a hot lunch.
Right.
And we went on Facebook and Spotify, and it's like there's 8 other bands called Hot Lunch. So we're like, okay, how about Hot Cunch? And we all laughed, and we're like, no, that's really stupid. We're not going to do that. And then we went by another band name that somehow was even worse for about a year. And then we were like, what was that band name that kind of made us giggle a little bit? It was Hot Cunch. And it doesn't mean anything.
I was going to say, we need to acknowledge for a second that it does. Is it intentional that it sounds like a dirty word? It's not a dirty word.
No.
It's you know. It's not a word at all, but it sounds extraordinarily dirty.
There's an Urban Dictionary. You can look that up. But no, it's not. It was never a word. We were just like, we can't be hot lunch. and yeah.
It actually occurred to me because you guys had gone by Hot Bunch, and why not Hot Lunch? It's right there, but you've explained that. That's great.
Yeah.
So normally I start with this. We're gonna jump back a little bit here. Tell me about your guitar.
So this is a Mexican Fender Stratocaster.
Yeah.
It's all pretty much just stock, except I threw some lock tuners on there and changed the saddle, but that's about it. Haven't messed with the pickups or anything.
I love the color on that thing too. Now,
it's fun.
I'm actually playing a Mexican Player 2 Series Stratocaster.
Whoa!
This one I stole from the wall at Riemann Music. I borrowed.
Oh, sorry.
Don't steal things.
Yep.
But it turned out you walked in basically the same guitar. It's a slightly older model than mine, but yeah, this is.
I thought you did that on purpose.
I didn't. No,
Okay.
I think I did. I did see you playing a Strat, and like maybe I'll. But I have a Strat. It's behind you. That one's
If I was
mine.
like a high school girl, I would be very upset. Like, you can't use that's my guitar.
Yeah.
And you're copying.
Well, should we have a round of who wore it best?
Oh. Yeah. Where is it? Which camera? 2?
You can vote online. We'll put a link up.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
We're going to link it.
I think we can both agree that other people make these guitars look better than we do. But that is a fantastic guitar.
Yeah.
And so is this one. Okay, so you play guitar in the band Hot Bunch, Hot Cunch, Half Bunch.
Yep. Just those 3.
Just those 3. And then your 4th band is Kickstart the Sun.
Kickstart the Sun, yeah.
You guys, so with Hot Cunch, part of what brought you to my attention is that you've been releasing some music here lately.
Yeah.
You've got a couple of songs that you put out, and they're a lot of fun.
Just this summer, we released our 8th song, Horn Boy. And it's just, I didn't write, I wrote all the guitar and stuff. My vocalist, who is no longer with us, in the band. She's with us,
She's
like
alive.
Kaylee. She wrote the song, it's about, having feelings towards somebody, which I think that, I'm allowed to say that. And, but yeah, it's a fun, just kind of jammy song. And, a lot of swancore vibes. I always try to, it's my favorite kind of music. It's like progressive post-hardcore. It's like, if a really heavy metal band had like Justin Timberlake as a lead singer. That's the music I like.
Yeah, so, and I was listening to it, and first of all, we got to talk about this opening riff for Horn Boy. But even backing up before that, just the tone of the song, it somehow has like a 90s alternative, and yet like it's obviously not grunge or post-grunge. It's sort of that happy sort of one-hit wonder Harvey Danger type feel, but it's also something else. Yeah. There's something past that, and so that's swancore.
I think, well, what it is really is Guitar Hero core, because I was a kid, I grew up playing video games. Guitar Hero came out, that changed everything. Everybody on my block had that game.
Yeah.
And so we'd all play each other, we all got really good. And then me and a whole generation of guitarists were like, dude, I can play expert on this, these little colorful guys up here. Real guitar can't be that hard, and it's not. It's not hard at all. There's nothing to it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, definitely, it took maybe like 5 years to start understanding what I was doing.
Right.
But yeah, Guitar Hero core.
Yeah, okay. That's
coining that today.
Never heard that term before, but I love it, a Guitar Hero core. So can we talk about that opening riff?
Yeah.
Can actually, just to put you on the spot, can you play that opening riff for me? This is the opening riff to Horn Boy.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
No, that was awesome. So, and yeah, when you put out a song, it's the most polished version of that song you can possibly do. But that riff, that is such a creative riff.
Yeah.
Little slidey, tappy thing on a chord, a major 7 chord.
And when our singer left the band, I quit doing that song. So it's probably been 1.5 years since I've done that. But we kind of made it an important thing. Like, we weren't going to do songs that like Kaylee wrote when she left. So now I've written all the songs we've done. I'll play a couple that I wrote later. Sure. So yeah, switched her up a little bit.
All right. Well, we're going to have to cut this a little short. We've got a lot to cover and a lot to do. But would you stick around and run us through your rig? This is only part of it on stage with you here, but would you give us a quick rig rundown?
It would be my honor to run down my rig for you, sir.
Awesome. Justin Booth, everybody. And we're back, and I'm sitting here again with Justin Booth. Justin, so we mentioned in the interview that one of the versions of the band that you play in is Half Bunch.
Yeah.
And it's really just you and your violinist, and because it's such a condensed version of the band, you have a massive rig that you bring here, and you're going to help us run through it.
Yeah, and it's super not annoying to set up, and you guys didn't have to... The nice part about that, you didn't have to sit here for an hour while I did that.
Yeah, you rolled in like 5 minutes ago with all of this.
Yeah, it was just instant, and yeah.
No load-in nightmares whatsoever. Walk us through this. This is a monster, man. Let's see this.
All right, so I mean, it all starts with guitar. I'm playing guitar. That goes into my looper. This drum pad, this is a Roland SPD. This goes into my Roland RC505 looper station. And you might recognize that. Artists like Marc Rebier, he uses that. I can't think of anybody else.
I've definitely seen that loop station before.
Yeah.
So your guitar, it's not going directly into that though, right? You've got.
Oh yeah, sorry. And then it goes guitar, Helix, Line 6 Helix, guitar amp modeler with plenty of effects, and then that goes into my Roland, and then that just goes straight to the house.
Excellent. So, give me an example of some of the sounds that you can do here with just this setup. We're gonna see a couple of them later. But,
Yeah.
Just run through it a little bit here. Show me how this all works.
Yeah. So it's basically I usually start with just some kind of beat like. And I loop that, and then you can add a little bit of guitar over that. And the nice thing is I got this guy right here to start and stop whenever I want.
And now you just put your drums on one channel and your guitar on another, so you can pull out just the guitar if you want, or pull out just the drums.
Yeah, I'd have to do that by hand because I only got an A/B switch.
Right.
There are people that have like a MIDI foot switch that they can do pretty much anything they want. I haven't had the patience to set that up yet, so I'm just chilling with two of these guys. But yeah, my two switches are start, stop. And then all I gotta do is just tap a couple times, and then I got record channel 1, so that's. So that helps me get started if I want to do a little guitar first. Gotcha. I can do that, and sometimes I do weird, goofy stuff where it's a little bit easier to start the loop with my foot instead of with my hand.
And so, but you've also got a makeshift bass drum here, too.
Yeah.
And that, I'm assuming, is lined into the drum machine itself, so it all sort of goes uniformly into the looper.
Yeah.
Also, on this little board here, you've got some vocal effects, which, of course, we can't demonstrate live yet, but we'll be getting to them in time.
Yep.
Run me through some of the tones you've got on your Helix setup. I see you've got, you're on Kunch Standard right now.
Yeah. So this is just what I like to use. I got it on snapshot mode, which means it'll automatically go to like a preset that I want. Instead of, these down here, I can turn individual pedals on and off. That's a delay. And this is a really wet reverb.
Yeah, it is. That's almost a shimmery reverb.
Yeah. And so I have just like my normal tone where it's like, I want clean, I want full. And then I got my second tone, where it's just like, I want a little distortion on there. And then I got my solo tone, where it's that automatically put on two of my my stages, the reverb and the delay.
Right.
And then I got this last guy, which I don't use often, but it's really loud and really confusingly wet.
Well, let's hear it. That's very, very wet. That borders on shoegaze almost.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Not quite as ambient because it's a little lead tone. This is
maybe
amazing.
Like knee gaze.
Can you give us a quick example of what all this sounds like together?
Yeah.
Without diving into a whole song. We're going to do that here in a minute, guys. But
Yeah. I will. One thing I like to do is I like to incorporate being able to kind of have the kick like doing it live instead of doing it loop. Okay. So I'll loop something like. And so this is a little chord progression from the fray. I won't say which one. So I'm like singing, right? And then I want to come in. Yeah.
And that's how it's done.
That's how you do it, sis.
It's quite the setup here. This is really cool, and like you said, it is a very, very quick. It actually is a pretty quick setup for what it is.
Yeah, I was being a little sarcastic. But.
Yeah, and anybody who's done gigs and loading in and loading out, you know what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
But this really wasn't. This wasn't an hour-long setup. It was just really like 5 or 10 minutes to get all this set up.
Yeah, the one thing I recommend to everybody is getting a Helix, or there's so many like other like amp modelers out there now. There's like the Quad Cortex. Fender just came out with one. But I mean, you can go straight to front of house and it sounds like an amp. Yeah. So I don't have to lug around a big giant, 4x12 cab and, try to bring it up like 10 flights of stairs, and I'm already sweaty before the gig starts.
Yeah, and the digital samplers now are really next level. We have had a few of those on the show. The digital boards that are sort of an all-in-one unit that have all the different pedals built in, and then you can just line it out straight to front of house. And as long as you have something to monitor yourself, you can hear them. And there's the GT100 is the Boss version.
Yeah.
Fender has a new one. There's the Kemper Profiler. There's the Axe Effects is a pretty cool one.
All good.
Yeah.
All I looked at for a long time
and
before
Helix,
I finally decided on the Helix.
Helix is probably the top of the line. Helix and Kemper are probably
Kemper's a little bit better. But and then also the Quad Cortex, I think.
I was going to say, they're all pretty good. It's hard to say that one's better or one's worse. When you're at that level, it's all sort of...
We're not comparing, All right. Yeah. Just amp modelers.
And something I've noticed is a lot of live bands are turning to that even on a higher level. If you go to these shows, 100%. You'll see them with Marshall stacks behind them. A lot of times they're just empty shells that are there because it looks rock and roll.
Yeah, they're just for fun.
Well, this is a really cool rig. I'm really glad you brought it all with you. Thank you for taking the time to set it all up.
Yeah, man.
We will definitely. I'm looking forward to hear you play a song with this.
Cool, yeah. 100%.
Justin Booth, everybody.
Traveling these same old trails again. Still traveling, why can't I veer off this path? The scenery that I've seen 1,000 times. Remembering the way it felt when this was my first time. The wheels, they keep on falling off. Every day I lose a string to keep putting them back on. The wheels, they keep on falling off. Every day I lose the strength to keep putting them back on. Keep traveling, 'cause what the heck else am I supposed to do? Still traveling, why can't I shake the need to see this through? Slowing down, the roads are looking rough ahead. Guess I'll turn around and try next week instead. The wheels, they keep on falling on. Every day I lose the strength to keep putting them back on. The wheels, they keep on falling off. Every day I lose the strength to keep putting them back on. hypnotized by the tidal wave of the ocean that's in your blue eyes. I lied when I said that I thought they were green. Maybe I can't decide. Maybe they're whatever color I need them to be. Couch time, felines seem so scarce these days, but that's fine. What's time when I know that the back of your head will rest inside of my collar, fitting together like pieces of a puzzle. You're mine by design, by design. You're mine by design. You're mine by design, by design. You're mine by design. Legs shake, heart rate beating faster and faster, but everything will be okay. 'Cause his body was meant to wrap around you, and I'll hold you, 'cause this is my place. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're mine by design, by design. You're mine by design. You're mine by design, by design. You're mine by design.
Well, thank you for tuning into the Guitar Department. I've been your host, Joe Alton. I want to thank Justin Booth for being here. Justin, we've been trying, I looked back, we've been trying since January to get you on this show. Scheduling is so tricky. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, dude.
Tell the people how they can find all of the bands that you're in, how to follow you, and all the musical projects you have going.
Definitely Instagrams are like main go-to. Look up Hot Cunch, Hot Bunch, Half Bunch, and Kickstart the Sun. And then I got a pretty dope TikTok, and that's at Hot Cunch. And then same YouTube stuff. But I mean, we play around, we gig quite a bit. Definitely a lot of dates coming up. So, I mean, if it's within any date, we will probably play in Des Moines at some point within 3 weeks of whatever date this comes out. So
Excellent.
just look at that.
So be on the lookout and be sure to follow Hot Cunch, Hot Bunch, Half Bunch, and Kickstart the Sun. And I want to thank...
Feels like a spell.
There's a
I feel
lot
like you're
going on.
summoning something.
There's going to be a test after this, by the way. I also want to thank Jackson Miller, our producer, and Mediacom for helping put on the show. And I want to thank Riemann Music for giving up this Players 2 Series Stratocaster and the Fishman Loudbox Mini that we used earlier for the vocals. And with that... be sure to follow us on Instagram at guitar_department and Facebook at facebook.com/the Guitar Department. And with that, would you like to play us out with the 12-bar blues?
Would I?